Hi everybody, my name is Eran Toch. I'm a faculty member and the co-director of the iWit lab at Tel Aviv University. And this is a collaboration with Hadas Chassidim, also from the iWit lab, and Tali Hatuka, the head of the lab for contemporary urban design, also at Tel Aviv University. I'm going to talk about the spatial and social context of mobile disturbance. Imagine that you're standing in a bus station, like these guys, and your phone is suddenly ringing. In some situation, you might be concerned that you cause disturbance to other people around you. And in other situation, you might not. What makes a difference? So previous studies have shown that it's related to the number of people around, the type of the place, and the type of activity carried out in the place. What we're trying to do in this study is to look at two other factors. The first one is social norms. So social norms distinguish between the way different cultures perceive how things are disturbing to others. And you can imagine, for example, that in one restaurant, if your phone rings, that's going to cause a huge disturbance. In another type of restaurant, it's going to be fine. And it doesn't really depend on the number of people around, it depends mainly on the norms. So we're going to look especially whether the place is considered private or public, as this is a very important norm in our society. The other theory that we're going to test is the idea of portable private personal territory. And that's the idea that our phone actually causes us to change our perception of the way the space around us is utilized and the type of things that we can actually do. So to answer those kinds of questions, we've developed Smart Spaces. It's an experience sampling Android application that allows to create different questionnaires that are answered by participants according to the place they stay in. We asked about the activity carried out in the place, the number of people around, whether a phone call will be perceived as disturbing to people around the participants, and the perceived privacy, the extent to which the smartphone provides privacy from other people around the participant. We also asked about whether the place is considered private or public. And we've collected different types of data about the location, the activities carried out on the phone, and other elements. We've used this technology in a study with 50 participants that carried our application for 3 weeks. They have surveyed a total of 19 and 12 different locations, answering all those questions around them. The study was carried out mainly in Tel Aviv University, surrounding neighborhoods, and wherever the students went to hang out or work or do whatever they want to do. So just to give you an example, about a third of the survey locations were considered private. These are were considered public. These are those kind of purple locations here, and about 2/3 were considered private. Our main tool of analysis was ordinal mixed model, in which we tested the effect of the different variables on the amount of perceived disturbance. So a couple of results. The number of people around is a significant factor, like in previous studies, but also whether the place is considered public or private, and that works independently of the number of people around. So if the place was considered public, then the phone is perceived, then the phone call would be about 20% more disturbing to the participant. And that works in conjunction with the type of activity carried in the place, even though most of them are highly correlated. The perception of privacy is also very impactful. Again, if the place is, if the phone provides the user with privacy, then a phone call would be about 20% less disturbing. And that works with the type of activities carried out on the phone. So, for example, texting lowers the amount of disturbance. So, a quick summary. First of all, norms matter, and also the perception of what we do on our phone and what we actually running on our phone, what we actually do on our phone. In the future, we're going to look at norms-aware computing, whether we can build computing experiences and mobile devices that take into account the norms around us. And we're going to look at how norms change. So for example, the COVID-19 pandemic really changes the way we perceive the space around us and the people around us, and that might have an impact on things like phone disturbance. So thank you very much. I was Eran Toch from Tel Aviv University. This is my Twitter handle, and I'm waiting for your questions.